Hi guys, welcome to Adam McKola TV. I'm Adam, back from Old Trafford. Just got out of the shower. Got absolutely soaked out there after the game. United lost, as you obviously know. A victory that didn't come as any surprise as the game developed and went on. And it was another disappointing day for Manchester United. Where do we go from here, eh? First time in a long time that I start thinking United are probably going to be better off without Louis van Gaal, and that's a big thing, because I'm not one of these guys that like see your manager chopped and changed every time something goes wrong. But you have to ask yourself, can you see this getting better? Can you see Louis van Gaal changing things? Can you see improvement in the Manchester United team? And the evidence suggests no. Today the performance was slow, boring, predictable. That was it. That's exactly what it was. And that's the problem that we've had for a long time now as Manchester United. Southampton, I don't think they had many shots on target before their goal. They very rarely looked like they needed to push out at us. They didn't really attack at us. They sat back, soaked up the pressure that we put them under. Very little pressure that we put them under. And that was it. I mentioned in my review that it's like a foosball table. When one player moves, everyone moves, and we're just so predictable and precise. And it's just really disappointing. You'd expect the team today, after beating Liverpool, granted the performance wasn't great, you'd expect them to be full of confidence, and they just weren't. They just didn't look like a team that wants to go out there and score goals. We played 3-5-2 or something like that at home against Southampton. Why are we doing this? Fellaini starts again. He's been so poor recently. He was poor against Liverpool, poor against Newcastle. He's been poor before that. He starts again. Why? Now, you can make your excuses and you can say, look, Louis van Gaal's got a long-term plan, which granted I think is a fantastic coach, fantastic manager, but it's just not happened for him at Manchester United, and his style of play isn't suited to the Premier League. He's not adapting. He's not changing. After 60 minutes in games when it's 0-0, we've had this mad run of no goals being scored in the first half at Old Trafford, and a lot of those games have been 0-0 at half time. And at 60 minutes, we don't change anything. We don't throw an extra body up top. We don't throw an extra striker on. We don't push extra men forward. We don't go for the kill. Why? We're Manchester United. It's easy to say the United way, and I hate to hear that, and I hate to hear all these cliches. Players aren't playing for the shirt, there's no passion, there's no this, there's no that. But come on, man. We need to see a little bit more from everybody. The players don't look like they're Manchester United players. They don't stand in that tunnel and you think these lot are going to beat them today. They're going to absolutely smash them off the park. We're hoping that we beat teams, and that is not good enough. We're in a position now, and this is why I don't think Ryan Giggs is the best choice as next Manchester United manager, where the next call has to be spot on. We cannot afford to go backwards anymore. We have to go forwards. We have to be competing with the likes of Manchester City, Chelsea, who will eventually go back up there, Arsenal, etc. We have to be competing with them, and we're just not. The problem is as well, every other fucking team in the league looks like they can score goals, apart from Manchester United. Why? Why? You can't tell me, oh, we need to build the team, we need to build a squad, it's a long-term project. I understand those things, and I can always look at the bigger picture. But we have the players at the club to be making more of what we have at the moment. Your manager has to work with what he's got, get the best out of what he's got, and he's just not doing that. He's trying to make players adapt to him. Granted, that has to be done. Players have to listen to their manager. They have to show some respect. But it gets to a point where you have to say, I'm not getting the best out of my players here. What do I change? And that just isn't happening. And when that happens, you look today, I couldn't even be asked to sing at some points in the second half because you just feel hopeless. You look at the fans, they're not providing the players with no inspiration, with any inspiration. We're not providing the players with any inspiration. The players look to the sideline. Now, this isn't me saying managers need to shout on the sideline and all this, because that's, that's here nor there. you had Steve McLaren who stood on the sideline looking like an absolute dickhead. So, just a manager standing on the sideline doesn't guarantee results. But the players then look to the manager. They're not getting inspiration from their manager. The manager's changes can change things and change the way the game goes. But then the substitutions we make are baffling. Januzaj for Cameron Borthwick-Jackson. Why? Mata for Fellaini. Great, that was the one that needed to happen today. But why didn't we start that way? Why didn't we bring Herrera back alongside Schneiderlin? There's a midfield duo which is dynamic, can pass, move, score, defend, everything. And throw Mata in the number 10 in his usual position. Just didn't do it. Square, pegs, round, holes, whatever you want to say, hasn't been good enough. And I fear that this could be the end of Louis van Gaal. Whatever happens, the club need to make the right decision though. Ryan Giggs, huge risk. And yes, the rewards are great, but I don't think we should be taking that risk. I think there's a lot of things that need to change at the club. It's not all perfect. Tomorrow we'll probably hear Ed Woodward's after Gareth Bale, just to throw everyone off the fact that United have been crap, and that's the wrong way to go. Ed Woodward's so far out of his depth in terms of bringing players to the club. We've got issues with our academy. We still got Fergie lingering around the club. Is that good for us? Ryan Giggs as well. There's a lot of things going on, and it can't be none of this jobs for mates thing. We have to make the right decision for Manchester United Football Club. Not Manchester United commercials, not Manchester United class of 92, not Sir Alex Ferguson because he's done so much great things for us. Has to be right for the club. And unfortunately, you can't really trust the people that are within our club to make those right decisions. Genuinely gutted though. After the Liverpool game, I said, Southampton game, we need a performance and a result. We got the result at Anfield, the performance wasn't good enough, it doesn't matter there. But that should have given us the confidence to get both of those things today, and we just didn't do it. Gutted. Guys, get your comments in below, let us know what you think. See you later.